So if you look at this table, it says, read what Laura says about a typical working day, like any other day that she goes to work. You see, she says, I usually get up at 7 o'clock and have a big breakfast. Then something else she says is that yeah, I walk to work, which takes me about half an hour. I start work at 8:45. I never have lunch. You know, all those things are done by this lady called Laura. So now they're telling us that yesterday was a typical working day. Write what she did or didn't do yesterday. So same thing. At 7 o'clock, of course, you see, I usually get up at 7 o'clock. Okay, so she got up. If it is yesterday, you say she got up. Past tense of get up will be got up. And have a big breakfast. See, she always have a big breakfast. So yesterday you say she dashed a big breakfast. So she had. Past tense of have is going to be had. She had a big breakfast. Someone to help me here, number 3. She dash. Anyone to help? She? Yes, Zainab?
She went.
She? She did what? What did she do? Yes.
She made a big breakfast.
No. Walk. The one for walk to work, isn't it? So she walked to work, isn't it?
Yeah, she walked to work.
Yes. Number 4, somebody else to help. Amina.
She got up.
She
started working
at
8:45.
She started
Work.
Yeah, she started work at 8:45. Yeah. So it should be that way. Now, look at 5.2. Complete the sentences using the following verbs in the correct form. Buy, catch, cost, fall. All those are the words. So let's now see in the correct form. 1 has been done for us. Mozart wrote more than 600 pieces of music. Number 2, Mohammed. Okay. How did you learn to drive?
My father taught me.
Yeah, my father taught. My father taught me. Yeah. Amal, we couldn't afford to keep our car, so we.
Yes, teacher.
We couldn't afford to keep our car, so we
sold it.
We sold it. Past tense of sell. Sagal.
Yes.
For Dave.
Down the stair this morning. Can I say throw or what?
No, Dave dashed down the stairs this morning and dashed his leg.
Oh, fell down. Oh, yeah. They falling down or fall down, teacher.
No, not fall. Fall is present.
Fell down.
Yeah, fell. Yeah, Dave fell down the stairs this morning and
hurt his leg.
Yes, and hurt. Yeah, hurt. Yes, T's are silent. There's another person who also joined. You know, I can't see the people here when I'm this side. When I'm sharing. Amina, Zainab has spoken. Amal has spoken. There's someone else there. It's not Sagal. Aisha. Yes, Aisha. Yeah. Joe.
But it's not there.
Oh,
So she's
yeah.
Just left.
Yeah. He only speaks. He only speaks. Yeah.
Oh.
So Muhammad, Joe.
Joe. Ball. Joe thrown the ball to Sue.
No. Joe.
John the ball. Joe.
That is the verb, yes, but say it in a good way.
Thrown.
No. Thrown is participle.
Okay. Throat.
No English like that.
Through.
Yeah, through. Yeah, through.
Yeah.
THREW. So Joe threw the ball to Sue, who? Ahmed?
Who caught it?
Who caught? Yeah, caught.
Who caught it?
Caught, yeah. CAUGHT. Caught. Who caught it?
Caught
it.
Yes.
Yeah, so that is what we were to do yesterday. So I want you to try homework 5.4. Homework 5.4. Complete the sentences, put the verb into the correct form, positive or negative. 1. It was warm, so I took off my coat. You see, take, past tense of take is took. 2, the film wasn't very good. I didn't enjoy it very much. You see, I did not enjoy. So try 3 up to 10. Try 3 up to 10. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Very good. Now, and then we have let me get a mouse here. My mouse is not responding. Let me get a good one. Yeah, the mouse is now there. Past continuous. Now, when you talk about past continuous, this is a tense that is rarely used. It is rarely used. You can even take a whole month without using this. Even a whole 2 months without using this tense. Yes. You can even take 3 months. I don't know whether I've used it this year. Maybe, yeah. Well, teaching, yes. Yeah. Past continuous is the past tense of present continuous. Do you know that? Like now I'm teaching. Sagal is listening. Muhammad is listening. That is present continuous, something happening now. It has begun, but not yet finished. We are in the middle. But when this action is over, when this action is finished, this action that is happening now will now become the past continuous. Like if somebody calls me now, you will hear me saying, "Suk suk, I'm in class." And then I stop that call. I end that call. I hang up. So when I finish the class later, maybe at around 8 o'clock, I'll call that person and say, "Hello. Yeah, you called me at around 6 o'clock today. I'm so sorry. I was teaching." So you see, I'm teaching now. I am teaching, but later, this is going to become past continuous later when it is over. So when someone says, I called you yesterday in the afternoon, oh, at that time, oh, sorry, I was teaching at that time. Oh yeah, I was cooking. I was cooking. So all present continuous will automatically become past continuous. Anything that is present continuous will later become past continuous. So remember that. The past tense of present continuous is past continuous. Yes. I called Mahmoud yesterday in the evening. Oh yes, I saw your call. I was playing football that time. You see, I was playing, meaning that was the action that was ongoing. So generally speaking, past continuous looks at that action that started somewhere in the past. It was going on when another action happened. And remember, this past continuous cannot happen unless you have another action. For example, if I ask Muhammad, I saw you yesterday in the evening. You see, I saw you. So that's one action. And Muhammad will say, oh, yeah. I was going home. I was going home at that time. So you cannot stand and say, hello, I was going. Someone has to ask you, like, there is something that was going on when this action happened. Oh, I met Abdurrahman yesterday when I was going to town. You see, I met Abdurrahman when I was going to town. When I was going. So there must be two actions. One happens in the middle of another one that was ongoing. So you see, Sagal was going to town yesterday when she met Abdi. Yeah. You met Abdi yesterday? Yeah, I met him in town. Yeah, when I was going to sleep, when I was going to the city, when I was going, see, there's something that you were doing and then something else happened. Okay. What happened to your finger? Oh, I cut myself. Yeah, while I was cooking, while I was cutting what, while I was doing what, you know? Yes, I hurt my leg while I was coming. I saw Abdurrahman while I was moving. So you see, there must be two actions. One happens in the middle of another one that had started. Yeah. I called you yesterday in the evening at around 6 o'clock, Zainab. Oh yeah, I saw your call. Yeah, I was cooking that time. So I was cooking means the call came and found you in the middle of an action that was already going on. So there was an action that was in the middle when something else happened. So again, remember, all present continuous, anything that is present continuous will become automatically past continuous. In case something happens, like now, Idil, I can see Idil has joined. So later after the lesson, Idil will say, oh yes, teacher, I joined the class at around 6 when you were explaining. You see, she joined, that is the action that happened, but it happened in the middle of something going on, isn't it? I joined at 6. Yeah. At that time you were teaching. I joined the class at 6 o'clock when Mahmoud was giving the speech. Yeah. So there must be two actions. One action that is going on and then another one happened. It's like interruption. It's like another action interrupted another action that was going on. You see, I was walking. Then I met Abdul. Yes. So meeting of Abdul happened in the middle of my walking. Yeah. So that is the idea. So let's now start looking at the past continuous up there. So study this example situation. Yesterday, Karen and Joe played tennis. Yeah. They started at 10 o'clock and finished at 11:30. You see, they start at 10 and they finish at 11:30. Yeah. So all this time playing. So you ask them, at 10:30, where were you? They'll tell you, you see, 10:30 is in the middle here, isn't it? So they were playing. It means there is something that they had started, but they had not finished. Yeah. Remember, of course, he, she, it, we put was, and then we, you, they, you put were, plus, of course, the ing. Yeah. The reason I'm telling you this is the past tense of present continuous is because is was, are is were, plus ing. So it's the same thing. So when you say I was doing something, it means I was in the middle of doing it at a certain time. The action or situation started before this time, but had not finished. You see, started doing here, finished doing here. So in the middle here, if anything happens here, you'll say I was doing this thing. Yeah. So if anything happens between now and the time I stop class, I will call that person later and say, oh, he called me. Yeah, I was teaching. This time last year, I was living in Hong Kong. Oh, this time last year. Okay. What were you doing at 10 o'clock last night? 10 o'clock last night? Oh, I was watching a movie. You see, this time last night, you look back and see what was in progress that time in the past. There is something that was in progress that time in the past. Zainab, where were you yesterday at 6 o'clock? 6 o'clock. Oh, I was attending this class. Oh, yeah, I remember. You were really attending this class. Now, and then, number C is something that I want people to be very, 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 very careful. You know, as you learn these things, it's always good to choose, to know which tense to choose. So when I talk about past, when do I say I was doing? When do I say I did? Because all of them are past. You meet someone, if you ask him, did you do your work? Did you come yesterday? He say, yes, I was coming. I was coming yesterday. What time did you go to bed last night? I was sleeping at 9. That is wrong. That's wrong, of course. What were you doing when Mahmoud called you? You say, I slept. That's wrong. So, past continuous is only used for those things that were in the middle. These are things that were not complete. We even don't know when they started. We even don't know when they finished. But what I know is that something happened in the middle of another one that was in the middle, which was in progress. Like when you called me last evening, I was watching a movie. So I was watching a movie, showed that watching a movie was in the middle. It had started, but it had not finished. It was in the middle. So past continuous is only telling people what was in the middle that time, what was in progress at that time. Like if you say, teacher, I called you last evening, you didn't pick my call. I say, oh, sorry, I was teaching at that time. You see? So I was teaching shows that that was what was in progress at that time. So next time someone asks you, what did you cook last night? What did you cook last night? Then you say, I was cooking rice. That is wrong. Even Shaitan will run away. When you say I was cooking, they did not ask you, what were you doing when I came? What were you doing when I called? What were you doing? You know? Yeah. What about the simple past? I did. I did gives completed actions. You know, past continuous is not completed. This is action in the middle, in the past. So when you say I was cooking, it means you are in the middle. But if I ask you, for example, what did you do yesterday? You say, I cooked, I visited Sagal, I called Idil, I went to Mohammed's place, I called Zainab, I asked some questions, Amal, I sent some emails. You know, all these are completed, finished. Any action that is complete in the past is simple past. Like if you ask now Zainab what she did yesterday, she will say, I cleaned the house, I washed my clothes, I visited some friends, I cooked, I went to the market. You know, those are things that she did and completed in the past. But was doing, those are actions that were in the middle. They were not complete. So when you're talking about anything that was going on in the past that was in progress, it is the past continuous. You are telling us something in the past that is complete, that was complete at that time. Like when my sister came yesterday, yes, I had cooked. I had what? I finished, you know? Yes, I watched TV yesterday. I saw something, I met, I did, I went, I taught. Yeah, those are completed actions. Look at the examples again. I was doing says in the middle of an action. For example, we were walking home when I met Dan. You see, the meeting of Dan happened in the middle of walking home. It means therefore that you had not reached home, you're in the middle. Kate was watching TV when we arrived. So when the people arrived, like, hey, we are here. So you were in the middle of watching, you had not finished. But look at this one here. We walked home after the party last night. We walked home after the party last night. You see, walked. So walked means all the way completely from the beginning of the until you reach home. So we walked from the beginning to the end, not in the middle. Kate watched TV a lot when she was ill last year. So from the beginning to the end. So I watched movies yesterday. There's nothing that you are in the middle. It's complete, one full complete, one completed action. Number D is telling you what I told you, that for you to have past continuous, you need to have another action to interrupt. You can say that something happened in the middle of something else. In the middle of something else. Like now, Matt phoned while we were having dinner. You see? While we were having dinner. You see now? We were having dinner is now what you were having in the middle. Phoned is the interruption. It was raining when I got up. So get up is just a short action, but there's something that was going on. That is the rain. I saw you in the park yesterday. You were sitting. So I saw is an a short action, but sitting, you were sitting is, that was ongoing. You had started, but you had not finished. Oh, that's the situation now for us. I hurt my back while I was working in the garden. You see, while I was working. So hurting of the back is just a short action, but the working in the garden was a longer action. Okay, so that is what you really need to note. Pay close attention to that. But we use the past simple to say that one thing happened after another. Of course, you see, I was walking along the road when I saw Dan, so I stopped and we talked. You see, these are stopped, finished. Yeah. When Karen arrived, we were having dinner. So it means you were in the middle. You had started, but of course not finished. You're in the middle. So when Karen arrived, we had dinner. See, it's arriving first, you finish, and then having dinner later. And then again, like I told you last time, remember there are some words you do know, this is a continuous thing, continuous tenses. So there are some words you don't put ing, like no, want, you know, those ones like that. Yeah, they are telling us to remember unit 4A, like I told you last time. Don't say I was knowing, I was wanting. No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. So unless you have a question, you are free to ask before we move to the questions. As usual, this part A is always the easiest. Just putting these words is not hard. Complete the sentences just from these ones. You see, this is today's Alan's wearing a skirt. Yesterday he was, so of course it should not be hard. So let's try with Zainab. 2.
Yes. What did he say?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't listening.
Yes, I wasn't listening. I wasn't listening. Yes, who came second? That was Mohammed.
Yes, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
We yes, we were sitting.
Mm-hmm.
We were sitting at the back of the theater.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't hear very well.
Yeah, theater.
Theater.
Mm-hmm.
Theater, yeah.
Sagal, fourth. Amina, forgetting Amina.
Yes, teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yes, fourth.
I'm last year.
Sorry,
Steve
teacher.
was working on a farm.
Yes. Sagal,
Which number, teacher?
fifth, 5.
5. They didn't see me. They in my direction. Okay, they didn't see me.
weren't?
They were walking. They were going me. No, they didn't see me in my direction.
Again,
They were you going?
No.
No,
They didn't see me, they did not see me. So they,
there was looking.
I remember they, and it's many.
We're not looking.
Yeah, they weren't, yes. They weren't
They were
looking.
not.
They weren't looking. Yeah, they
Looking
weren't
in
looking.
my direction.
Yes. So I want people to try this 6.4. Yeah.
Homework.
Yes. From put the verb into the correct form, past continuous or past simple. This is not the one I want you to do. Jenny was waiting for me when I arrived, you see? So the arrival is an interruption. Arrival is just a short action. But the one that was going on for long is Jenny was waiting. 2. If you can.
Yeah.
But 2.
Yeah. What were you? What were you doing at this time yesterday?
Yes. So that's good. That's good. So try 3 up to 10. So we're going to have a break of 2-3 minutes, then we come back. Is that okay?
Okay.